Hello, everyone. How are you, lovies? I am fighting with this stupid mic. But when am I not, right? I hope you guys are doing well and you had a good weekend. Leon has joined me today. He's up here observing. I have really got to learn to slow down when I read. I try to read the chat as quickly as I can. And I think I read, who said it? Nikki said it. I read it way too fast. She was saying hi to Moon, and I thought it said hello to all you morons. And I'm like, wow. That's on me. Okay. Anyway, how was your weekend? Mine was good. It was busy, but good. Thank you all for your continued prayers for little man. He's a tough cookie, but I don't like it when they're sick. All right, throw your questions in there. It's been a busy day. I'm trying to accommodate everybody's private readings, so I'm doing them before and after the show. So my brain is everywhere. Bear with me. All right, let's see. What's going on in the world? Anything? Well, there's a lot going on in the world. Some of it I try to stay away from. Big group of moron. I'm telling you, I either need more sleep or I need to slow down when it comes to reading. I'm just telling you. Whew, don't take it personal. It's on me. I'm starving. That's what I'm doing. Joe Petrie, I'm glad you're back home, love. I know, I'm naughty. I can't help it. I'm always on the naughty list. Yeah, Roy, that's Lyran. It's usually Boomer, but this is Lyran. Apparently it's bath time. He kind of blends in with the mat, but it's okay. Nikki, I saw how cold you are. I would go with the electric blanket myself. I use one. It's cheaper for us to run more of the wood pellets than it is to run the propane. So we do that, but it affects the thermostat as well. And so the rest of the house stays cold. And we don't mind. It's all right. But with your dad, my heart goes out to you, honey, because that's a tough thing. Tough thing. All right, guys. There's no headlines worth going over. Same shit, different day, pretty much. The Egyptians worship cats. Yeah, I'm not worshiping my cats. They can be morons. No, I love them. I love them. Big babies. I ran to the store over the weekend to get a handful of groceries. Spent more money on them than I did us. That is sad. All right. Coffee page is open. I do have to refresh it, but I'm getting ready to stop the stars. Interesting question, Sunshine. Busy, busy with the earthquakes. I think there was one up in Alaska. I'm starting to wonder if our dome is having earthquakes as well, because there's a lot of ripples in the atmosphere. Anybody else notice it? It's like somebody's ringing a bell. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. So, yeah, food prices are insane. They are for pets and humans. What was I going to say? I have no idea. It's Monday. As long as y'all understand the rule, it's no math Monday. No, I was going to mention all last week we kept getting threes of when things would turn around. This week we should lean more towards the twos if the energy stays accurate. I don't know. We shall see. All right, let's pause. I have Charlene's as the last one coming in. It's a snowy year. And I think, all right, Miss Mary, I'll get it in there. Snow-wise, it's snowing now. It's the mixed sleet and rain that I don't really care for. That makes it yucky. All right, let's jump over here to the coffee page. Let's refresh that. Oh, okay. Violetta's in here. Hi, Jen. Happy Monday. Hello, love. Any messages for this week for me, please and thank you. We'll watch later. I have a friend coming over. Okay, well, can you not drug this one? Okay. I'm just saying. Let's find out what's going to go on with Miss Violetta this week. Did you have to go shopping for your children this weekend and they beg for everything under the sun? That was your reading last week. She's lost. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Well, remember how we talk about you having to put your foot down with the husband and his spending habits? It looks like that's going to increase. Is he like this all the time, or is it just around the holidays? Because this is you being in control, but he wants to be in control. Okay. This is about using your voice. The reading really hasn't changed much. Remember, communication is vital. This is about finances coming in. Now, I love the fact that these are aces because they're powerful cards, but this is the need for stability. It is on its way. I know we've talked a little bit about your husband knowing much, to put it that way. You're just going to have to remember when the finances come in on the humanitarian side, you're in charge. Because his wish list is going to grow. I think you know this. Okay. Finances this week is going to be a huge topic. You're looking for stability right now. Husband still wants to call the shots. Your voice seems to be stronger this time. I know a lot of these readings will repeat themselves, but when we're stuck in a life cycle and those things happen all the time, we're kind of used to it. That's the strongest energy that's coming in. All right. You're in charge. Doesn't matter if he's bringing in the check or not. You are handling finances right now in your head. Your finances, meaning big gift, Ace of Pentacles, is coming soon. Remember to stay in control. You stay in control. Because I know you've got things in your mind that you want to accomplish, not only for your family, but for a humanitarian. And he's going to think, oh, we saw mine. No. So just stay focused on that. Use your voice. Or Benadryl or a club. Your choice. Okay. For entertainment purposes only. I have to say that. All right. Mary, your name actually came up in the coffee page. What is happening? She's usually anonymous. It doesn't put it. It just says someone. Mary, your name actually came up. Wow, she's not in camouflage today. Yes, Wings, I see. 111. Okay. Good afternoon, Jen. Hello, darling. Saturday morning, I woke up on the couch feeling a surge going up my spine and traveling out of the top of my head. Did I have a Kundalini awakening? Please and thank you. These surges are very, very real. And you're not the only one feeling them. I am seeing brighter colors, brighter lights in the atmosphere. Everything's changing. Ripples going through your body that are like really, really warm. I don't think you're the only one, but let's see. Wing says it's some kind of a release. Let's see. Hi, King of Wands. Y'all better get in there and work that pole. Apparently AI's taken over and we got robots that can do it for us now. Wow. You got a shock. Definitely Kundalini. Wow. This is beautiful, Mary. This was kind of a balance shock to your system. Now, don't panic when you see this card. Remember, Tower doesn't have to be negative. See the electricity? Like, bam, this energy hit you really, really hard. This is a good balance between the masculine and the feminine. Okay? Coming together. You've been working on yourself. This is getting better. Communication, spiritually wise. There's your definite yes, you did. That means you've been taking some action. God wanted you to know that all the work you've been putting in. That was a God hug. He electrocuted you. Isn't he nice? Yeah. Expect your intuitive abilities to strengthen out of this. Good. We'll take it. Put back into it what you receive. Your base card is giving and receiving. So that's kind of like a loving gesture from the spirit. And you take that energy and you put it back. It's just a constant cycle. I hope that makes sense. Yep. Wings is okay. Stairs and a calendar. Okay, so you're stair stepping. It'll continue to happen. The calendar just means it's going to happen again at a later date. So, congratulations. Hey, Roman. How'd you do with your table? Did you sell it? Yeah, anchor. Yeah, stay grounded. We all have, I think we're all getting these little tiny jolts and increases. Some are larger than others. Some may be so subtle that we don't even realize it's happening. You put the work in, God will respond. Prayer, meditation, all that good stuff will help. Okay, the baby. I saw a video from a child that came back with a message from the Lord. Is that message a true fact and coming the 20th to the 25th this month? Okay, well, let's see. Is this accurate? Meaning, I'm guessing things are going to happen. $3. That's what you got for a table? Well, let's have gratitude. $3 is more than what you had. Even if it just paid for the gas to get there. That's what it says. All right, 20th through the 25th. Is this message accurate? Is this a story that you read or something? I'm a little concerned of AI manipulation. Don't let it influence you to the point that it freaks you out or anything. This is always, I know this card too, a lot of people is a RV card, but this has many meanings. That means somebody put something in, get something back. And there's possibly an AI influence here. It's because there's a lot of daydreaming, distraction, hoodwinking, don't be fooled. But then there's another little bit of this reading that says, not that it couldn't happen and it's nothing to worry about, if that makes sense. Because these are celebration cards. If there's information in there that's a positive thing, yeah, good things could happen. But then there's a lot of stuff that says it's in there that that it's more of a story. Pendulum says it was truthful. Some of it was. But I get that there's AI influence. So we're just going to split the difference here and say, if some of it resonates with you, it's very possible. Nothing to fear. But there's a lot of it that was AI influenced. Apparently the delivery of it. Does that make sense? Yeah. Lots of stuff out there. We just have to use our discernment. If it sets right with you, go with it. If it doesn't, everybody's different. Regardless of what the message is, true or not, we're always prepared, right? Yeah. Could go either way on that one. All right. Eva has the next one. Hi, Jen. In December of 2023, I was traveling to New York with my boys. When I purchased the plane tickets, the flight was in the morning. So we went there early in the morning. Checked a bag and all. After waiting for a long while, for I checked my boarding pass and it was showing 9 p.m. and a.m. It was very strange. Did we switch timelines that day? Thank you. Some of these experiences are real. I'm telling you, I've experienced them myself. So I could read something 1,000 times and know exactly what it says, and the next time you glance at it, it has changed. I call them glitches in the matrix, but let's take a look. That's interesting, Wings. Some of it was to protect you and your boys. I don't know from what. Lyra, you have the longest grooming process of any animal I've ever known. Very glitchy. It was kind of a shock to you when it happened. Don't fear it. This was a protective thing. That's what I kept feeling. Yeah, this is Matrix, being on your own timeline. This is your own thing. This is absolutely to protect your sons. No one else felt this. No one else felt. There may have been even just a touch of fear there. Like, what in the world? Which timeline am I on? Because if you would have stayed on the other one, something bad could have happened. This was a protective thing. Wow. I don't know what could have happened other than that's literally a death card. Fight on the plane, it goes down. I don't know. Something horrible happened in a different timeline. And you and your boys could have been involved. God is good. I mean, flip the script for protection. I like it. Yeah. It's all right. Just give all honor and glory, and we'll have gratitude and say there was a reason for it. It was not something that you missed. Like you know that you saw it and what it was. Lyran, lay still. Don't look at me like that. Sass. But it was done for protection. We'll take it, right? All right, guys, let's jump over here to our stars. So, baby, what'd you do to your keyboard? You spilled something on it. All right. Anissa has the first star question. My youngest daughter and my sister always have a special relationship. Do they share lives together? Please and thank you. Like past lives? Is that what we're getting? Let's see. Your keyboard was thirsty. Oh no. Are you going to help me read cards? Are you going to lay down and go to sleep? Lyran has allergies too. He has skin allergies. It doesn't matter what I do. He just changes shampoo, all that stuff. Doesn't help. All right. So your youngest daughter and your sister, let's see if they have a past life. Wanted your cappuccino more than you did. Well, I won't argue with anything or anybody that wants coffee. I gotta figure out who they do, but I'm trying to figure out which role is it. Who is... Wow. Is it the... Your sister... Okay, Wings is drawing me a family tree. Your sister was the father, not mother, father of your youngest child. But your youngest child was taken from him. Stolen. Let me put the story together. I mean, he literally strategically spent every moment looking, I should say she, in this timeline. Okay, there was lots of secrets here. This is loss of a child, kidnapping, lots of secret. He never figured out, or she never figured out who did this. This is him as the father being on a constant journey strategically to go and find this child. Always thought that he would, but did not. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah. So your youngest daughter was kidnapped, stolen from your sister. She was just male in a different life. Wow. So they do have a strong bond. So this time around, they are back together, aunt and niece, and they have a really close relationship. If you're comfortable with it, your ego's comfortable with it, let them have it. They've got unfinished business. I hope that resonates with you. That's fascinating. Everybody that we have contact with in this life, whether it's the cashier at the grocery store or your spouse or whoever, have ties from the past, most likely. It's just interesting to find out how. Okay. Terry, does Circle K have not so good gas? Oh, is this going to be related to the Jeep? Is it still not fixed? Did you not get your fuel pump fixed? Because that'll do it. Like water in the fuel kind of thing. Let's see. I hate that. Lee actually said that a lot of the buses for the school system here, they all use the same place to refuel at the county, and all the buses are breaking down, and it's fuel related. And apparently, no one told the mechanics that they had a off the chart water reading, that there was water in the fuel tanks. You might want to let the mechanics know. Yeah. Well, let's find out. So Circle K gas, you think it could come from this particular gas station? The mom ran off with her? Could be. Could be. I didn't have a female come into the reading. It's very possible. Circle K gas. Good, bad, yucky. All these tanks are underground, so you'd think, well, it's not going to take much to get water in them if it's got a bad seal. Terry's going to yell at me. It has nothing to do with the gas. You know how the divine creator will allow things to happen, even if we think they're horrible 3D issues, but they're for a higher purpose, whether it's to slow us down, to get us to interact with other people in the community. There's a bigger purpose here. This was done deliberately to you spiritually. Let's break her car down. You know, there's times, oh my gosh, I'm running late for work. I'm going to be late. But thank goodness you were, because there was a wreck up ahead that you could have been in. It's one of those situations. Your Jeep needed to break down because Terry needs to interact with somebody in the community. And you're like, bullshit. That's what the cards are saying. This is something that they knew. This is kind of to slow you down. You've been, here's Terry going along her way. Okay. Taking on too much, going too fast, stop stopping, thinking. You can argue with spirit over the reading. Okay. Yeah, this was to get you to slow down a little bit. So this was a plans for the future. Make her slow down and save up the money. This is to change things. So you could meet someone in the community. Three of Pentacles is a professional in your community that you're to have a conversation with. I don't know. There's a connection here because this is a happily ever after. Your Jeep's going to be fine. You're going to invest the money into it. Yeah, money that you don't have. That's the part that has you cussing. I get it. But it's to refocus you. You can argue with them on what you need to refocus on, but you're to have this interaction with someone in the community. Okay, so I will dodge the rotten tomatoes. And she's going to get me back next week and give me a math question. Yeah, it was done deliberate. I do not get bad gas. I know that was the original question. I hope nobody gets bad gas, personally or in your car. But this was done strategically. I know. And we're like, oh, thanks. Thanks a lot. Thanks for nothing. Okay. I'm going to let you take that up with spirit. Okay. I can personally say it's happened to me many times. We don't understand why. And you may not understand why for years down the road. Like Lee and I were talking the other day. We had great plans of doing stuff years and years and years ago. And we thought, oh, this is the greatest plan. We're going to be able to do it. This is when our kids were little. And none of it ever happened. And looking back in hindsight, we're like, oh, thank God it didn't. God knew better. What's the old saying? You want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. If he needs to interrupt your life or something, he will do it. Yeah. I know. Okay. Let's do... Nikki's got the next couple. All right. The sun just blew off a big burp. Was everybody got gas today? My goodness. Sun's been drinking too much Dr. Pepper. Affecting Earth tomorrow. What kind of interruptions can we expect? Are we getting a electromagnetic wave? Something. It's pulsing and a burping. Everybody got gas. Okay. Well, let's see. What can we expect from this little burst? Good things, bad things. Okay, well, that's one way to put it, Winks. Winks goes, well, it depends on who you are. All right. Wow. Some people, it's like, it's not really going to affect them at all. We're manifesting here. We are manifesting a lot here. Okay. It's going to energize manifestation. So let's take advantage of that part, right? Okay. King of Wands is always an energetic. He's go. Trustworthy. You can trust that this is a positive thing for us in the spiritual community. This is also about stabilizing, focusing. I like the energies from this sunburst. It really does. These are new energies, but very focused energies. This is manifestation. Now, this is an earth sign. So you're going to see things happen not only in Terra Gaia, but us. This is giving and receiving of energies. I know y'all seen these pentacles going, Jen, those are money cards. They are, and they can be, but these are physical manifestations. Let's prepare Gaia to be a little rocky energetically wise, meaning earthquakes, volcanoes, that kind of stuff. Hold on, the hubby's texting. Okay. Anyway, so let's expect some energy bursts from Gaia. Energy burst for us as well. It's going to manifest itself. But some people aren't even going to pay attention. Some people are going to have their head in the clouds. They're not even going to, whatever. They're not even going to notice. For us, it's really good. See physical manifestations. I'm answering the hubby. Hang on. Okay. So, no matter what energy that comes through, keep on keeping on. Just stay focused and take it, even if it's a gut punch. Okie dokie. Terry, we can talk about bad gas here. Hey, if Joe Petrie and I can talk about shitting in a box, it's all right. We can talk about flatulence. That's fine. Flatulence is what? Real, right? All right. It's okay. Talking about a tsunami hitting Japan. Don't know anything about it. Alaska just got hit with Well, they always have earthquakes, but they had a pretty good one. All right, so let's just let Gaia do her thing, and let's be prepared that it could manifest itself in energy for us. I'd like an energy boost. Then again, I'd like a nap too. Just saying. Okay. All right. Someone. Hi, Jen. I've been having pain in my right buttock. Literally a pain in the ass. Wow. Let's just put it all out there. That's getting worse. What's going on? Do I need to take some kind of action, or will it go away on its own? Well, okay. Wings is showing me a nerve. Will it go away on its own? Do you need to do something? Curious, you don't have to answer. Does this like affect your whole leg? You might want to consider I'm a little concerned about you being stable on your feet eventually in the future. You might want to take action. It's one of those things that it takes time. This is like, it's just going to take time. But this guy's always about taking action when it comes to an injury. There's healing and stability here. Strengthening. So I know it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to how can it strengthen and get better if it's nerve damage. Movement. Are you not moving enough? It will get better. But if you don't take action and get going and actually do maybe some home physical therapy, you could take a risk of falling. This requires more movement. I'm not saying that you don't ever get up and move, but there are certain movements you could do. I hope that makes sense. Okay. It's being mobile, but being mobile in the correct way and also not favoring one side or the other. I hope that makes sense. I'm not a doctor. Entertainment purposes only. If you feel the need that you need to go, go. But it's going to be one of those, well, let's get you in physical therapy so we can charge you thousands of dollars. But this is more about moving in the right direction, like doing the correct exercises. It will self-correct, but you have to put in the work. You have to get off your sore arse. I'm not calling you lazy, but you just have to do it correctly. You could be favoring, and it takes its toll. I hope that resonates with you. Okay. All right. I hope your pain in the arse heals. I really do. All right. Everyone has gas and pain in the ass. We're having a great Monday. Okay. All right, Nikki, what do we got? What will come first for Brian? Surgery or medbed? Everybody's falling apart. I'm convinced. Okay. Some of it's ascension. What'll come first for Brian? Will he have surgery or will he get a med bed? Do you already have this surgery planned? Or is he being stubborn and putting it off? Let's see. Surgery, medbed. Yes, the bossy, I will. He wants a particular layout. Brian been putting the surgery off. According to this, the medbed. This is one of those things that he's stable enough. Stable enough. Okay, this is stability. This tells me he's putting it off. I'm not going to go in there. I got stuff to do. A little advice for him to make it through until a medbed. I know there's ice and snow on the ground. He needs some form of grounding. I don't know if Brian's really into that. I know you are. This is about grounding when Mama Gaia comes in here. This is a lot of pent up energy that is being stored. Is this a back problem? But then the next row, I asked about the med bed. And there's your huge ace. Yes, you will be given the opportunity to do that. And that's complete healing because that's your son. This is the med bed, but action still needs to be taken to get to the med bed. And he really needs to ground. He's got pent up energy. Surgery is scheduled. Okay, you can take this with a grain of salt like everything else, but I'm a little concerned that surgery might hinder the problem. Yes, I'm grounding herniated disc. Yeah, I'm a little concerned. I just pulled another card on the surgery, and that's trickery. I don't know that they have the ability to even fix this, and it might just put him down even longer. This is a battle of whether he goes through with it or not. You have a hoodwinked card, and you have a thief and liar card. It's like, oh, yes, you need surgery, but we all know why. Yeah. Lee had back surgery done, major surgery, and it did him more harm than good. I'm not trying to scare you. Brian can choose to do whatever he wants to do, but his complete healing is not going to come until that med bed. I just hope that it doesn't do more damage and set him back even further than he is now. Has dropped foot already. Yeah. Pray about it. And yeah, but if herniated bulging disc, that their energy builds up there. If you put it into spiritual context, that energy is built up and has no release whatsoever. Rock in a hard place. Yeah. Pray about it. And he needs some relief until the med bed comes through, but we're going to keep Brian in our prayers. Okay. Taught them to hurt, not heal. Well, first of all, the Hippocratic Oath, they don't follow. To do no harm, no. They need to change it. Whatever you do, raise your right hand and say, whatever you can do to get them to keep coming back to make us more money, that's what you do. Lecture over. You know what I mean? Okay. Miss Sharon. They are saying today, the 8th of December, is Trump's original birthday. What say you? It is? Let's see. Is that based on the Patton's son being born? Is that what it is? I'm just curious. You don't have to answer. I need to share some of that warmth. We're all freezing, have snow on the ground. Is it his original birthday? Remember, I told you on Friday the most exhausting thing for me recently is unlearning. And it's not a matter of relearning or trying to teach yourself new things. Because if you don't know what the truth is, how are you supposed to relearn? But unlearning is exhausting. And him being not who he says he is, how are we supposed to know? Is today the 8th? It is the 8th. Yeah, this would have been a different life. Because there's your 8th, there's your temperance. Yeah. It's one of those, if you know that you know that you know, you know. Yeah, some people will pay attention to this date, and other people think it's a magician's trick. According to this, yes, it's true that today is his actual birthday. Okay. Oh, Jojo McWill, stay warm, honey. Yeah, that is hitting us too. It is not 20 degrees going down to 1. Whew. Stay warm. Do what you gotta do. I'm more concerned about ice forming on the electric wires because we're getting that mixed crap. We're that line that goes right through the center. It's either rain down here or snow up there, and we're always the pink crap. All right, so Sharon, it says yes, actually today is Trump's birthday. Or Mr. Patton Jr., or whatever you want to call him. Yeah. What do we know? All right, Anissa. At what age did the ET work with me, and when did they remove the negative tracker? Please and thank you. Since you were a little kid. Wings is showing me little. Okay. That's when it started, which is normally true. Let's see. Let's pull cards. Yeah. I'm not worried about the internet. My Starlink has that auto defrost thing after it gets to a certain temperature, covered up enough, it auto defrosts. But what good is that going to do you if you don't have electricity? You know what I mean? You've never touched snow. Anissa, we need to get you over here so you can play in the snow. But is it really snow? Bioengineered stuff that turns black if you burn it. It doesn't melt. It's not actually snow. All right. So let's see. He says little kid. ET started to work with you. And then you asked about tracker. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So little kid. This is when you're having, apparently when you were a little kid, you had really bad nightmares. Now, this is a secret coming in. Okay. When you're resting, this is a secret card. All right. When you're a little kid, when you're in a dream state, but this dream state is a nightmare because that means that the negative ETs are the ones that started with you. Positive ones did a rescue. That's what the cards say, and that's what I'm also picking up. They're the ones, the negative tracker, they put that in there first, Let's see when the rescue actually occurred. You were an experimental thing from them. DNA. They've been doing these rescues for a long time. Wow. You weren't alone. This is a group effort. Big battle. When you were 5, I mean, they took you when you were tiny. Almost 2 or 3 years old. Walking, maybe not full sentences yet. There was a battle here. You were not the only one. This is a group of children. And they lost contact with your tracker. These are 5s. So when you were about 5, I don't get, there's another tracker here, though. I keep picking up on another one that was done at 10. It's like every 5 years. So almost that they took the negative one out, but they put a positive one in. Because these are 10s. Just to make sure that they don't lose you again. But the ones that took you originally, justice has been served and they've been shoved out through a portal. They can't even get to you anymore. So, Anissa, I hope that resonates with you. So the one that I am picking up on is positive, that you have one in you, but it's good. All right. Jerry, that's encouraging. Someone's back surgery actually went well. That's good. That's another thing where we have to use our discernment. Depends on the doctor. If you trust the doctor, it's about trusting God, but you got to do what's right for you. What we think we would do versus somebody else, it's totally up to them. We honor that free will. Miss Lisa, how will my employee review go today? Please. Hello. You're going to get fired. I'm kidding. Okay, laugh. Have you been a good girl? Employee review. Let's see. Why don't we manifest a great big old raise? Wouldn't that be great? Good, and I think that they like your energy. I think they're going to discuss something in the future. They like your energy. It's really good. Okay, this is you discussing it with them. The magician, they like how you are a multitasker. That means no matter what your job is, you're hands-on. Very, very good. Trust your own instincts. Read between the lines when they're talking to you. Okay, the moon is about your own intuition. It's just a go-getter. You trust your own intuition, and they're like, good for you, Miss Lisa. I think in the future, They're going to discuss, what do you call it, a promotion? Parallel move. I don't know what this is. This is in the future, but when the Lover's card comes in here, this is an agreement or contract or coming together in agreement that, hey, here in the future, would you be willing to do this? Would you make a parallel lateral change and possibly do something new? Because this is movement and that's new. It's all positive. Move departments, move somewhere. I don't know what that is, but it's all positive. It'll go well. Okay. My boss has been ignoring my anniversary date. Terry, do you want me to tell you what Wings is showing me? Since you've been at this job, if he's been ignoring, he or she has been ignoring your anniversary date, you send him an anniversary card. I'm not joking. Send him an anniversary card. I've done this with one boss before. Got their attention real quick. Happy anniversary. We've been together for this long. How about that? Maybe we should discuss a little raise. Get them an anniversary card. Happy anniversary. Remind them friendly when they realize you remember. Oh. Sarcasm goes a long way when you're trying to get your point across, but you don't want to get fired. You made a loving gesture. You didn't do nothing wrong. Send them an anniversary card. And then just sign it. If you'd like to discuss my annual raise, I'm free anytime. Thank you. Have a great day. No, all three of you get anniversary cards. All of you. Send him some balloons. Walk in there and go, we should be celebrating right now. We've been here this long, and you're giving us a raise. Y'all got to take charge. Don't let them blow you off. All right. Let's see. Nikki's got the next one. When poop hits the fan, oh, we've got gas and poop and everything going on today. We're all falling apart. When Shiite hits the fan in my state, will it affect the small communities? You're kind of like me. You're in the country. I doubt it because they're really trying to concentrate on the bigger cities. They don't have enough manpower to cover everything. Your local law enforcement might kind of keep an eye out. But let's say, I've always said it, if they try to do martial law and stuff like that, you gonna stop feeding your chickens because they said keep your honey in the house? Come on. You can go out there and stay with the chickens. They got a nice house. Small communities, I don't think, especially if you're in a low crime, everybody minds their own business and pretty generally good people. I have never seen that the small communities will have any issues, especially farm countries. No, they're looking for criminals. Okay. They're going to leave you alone. The Hermit's about being by yourself. If you're way out there in the boondocks, you don't bother nobody, it'll stay that way. They are looking for criminals. That's what they're doing. Okay. And a lot of this stuff is going to happen under secrecy, if that makes sense. The National Guard or all of our troops, our military movement, they're already in place. You just don't see them. Okay. This is under mask. And this is going to be a global event. There's not enough people to cover the small communities. Now, if they have a target that they're focusing on, that's what they'll do. And a lot of this is still about littles. You will be free to go about your business for the most part. Don't worry about it. You're going to be fine. Yeah. Now, once if you could, they're showing me you're kind of be able to move around in your little area, but if you try to branch out to some of the larger things, they might be shut down. You'd be kind of limited. So it depends on where you want to spend money. That'll be a slow reopen. So this is why they're saying try to get stocked up, because some things will be kind of shut down and you won't have access to it. Who can afford to be prepared that far out? Do the best you can, but yeah, feed your chickens, you be happy. All right. Just like during a nader. Yep. Terry, draw one. Bring back that kindergarten creative little child. Get you a piece of computer paper and fold it in half and get your crayons. I would let you borrow mine, but Lee eats them. So, yeah. Send him an electronic one. We'll start there and then get the physical one. We'll get there. All right. Brother Roy, how is it across the giant pond, sir? Sarah and I have been together in a past life. Will we come together again? All right. Let's find out about Roy and Sarah. That's so you can have 5,000 more children, right? Okay. Roy and Sarah. Have you had a past life? Most likely, yes. Let's just figure out what kind. I highly recommend that if you were siblings in a past life, but you can become a loving relationship in this life, don't ever mess up and say, I'm going to marry my sister. Yeah, don't do that. Oh. Wow. Okay, we're going to correct things that happened in a past life, Roy. Yes, you do have a relationship. All you did was argue with this woman. She's very outspoken, and all you did was fight with her. So you left her because you needed more stability. Apparently, she got a sharp tongue. She did have. Will you have a relationship this go around? Yes. You have two aces here? Absolutely. Of course, now you know that swords are always about presenting your own voice. Communication is key. All right. There's a gift. Everybody's going to buy cards today. Really get her a sweet little card or something. Yeah. She's highly intuitive and emotionally. She may have a little bit of emotional distance. She doesn't really show her emotions very well. She's a little guarded. It'll be okay. Now, Roy, I've got your favorite card is on the base here when it comes to relationship with Sarah and everything else going on. Temperance. Give her time. Okay. All right. So don't argue. Don't argue with her. That was in a past life. Apparently, she told you what for. Okay. All right. Red Angel. Can I get a general reading for the week? Sure can. Good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent, and all the above. Oh, you know patience, Roy. Absolutely. It's your favorite card. Don't you love it when these readings come in and they have more questions that come out of them than answers? Red Angel, just curious. You do not have to answer this, but I wonder if you're trying to meet other people, like-minded people. This could be in your physical community, could be spiritual community as well, because that's working together in the future. Those are threes. Reaching out, speaking with them, somebody that you may have worked with in the past, because this is memories. Someone that you may have hung out with or worked with in the past. Reconnect, because this is the future. That's giving and receiving. Working. This is about investing money and time. New partnership. Preparing for your future. So this is about communication with that Ace of Swords. You might want to reach out and say, hey, I've got an idea for the future. I'm just trying to see if you're interested in it. I highly recommend people getting an idea of what they're going to do for the future. This is about reaching out. But it does have a little bit of a warning in here. Lots of threes. Now, since we're looking into this week, this could be about midweek. You could be disappointed with the answer that you get. This is a slow process. People are like, no, I'm not into that, or I'm not interested. You might be a little disappointed. Give it time. But you can start. Okay. Take action, talk to people. This isn't anything to worry about, but communication needs to be more open. Reaching out, speaking to people. All right. Don't be closed off. Don't be afraid to reach out. Jen's going to start having a class of how to be bold and loud and annoy people. I'm the great teacher of that. Okay. All right. So maybe just start the process of what your future looks like and who you'd like to work with or hang out with. See where it goes. Red Angel has the next one. What messages do my angels, ancestors, spirit guides have for me? Well, it could be use your voice. But we'll see. Been closed off for a while. You're going stir crazy. Make an effort to do what you can within your limits. Nobody said that you had to throw a great big community party or anything, but could be an email, could be a text message, could be something. Try a little something. But if someone doesn't respond or not interested, don't take it to heart. Just go, okay, and move on to the next person. Okay, don't sit and overanalyze someone's response or lack of response. You could find King of Wands and go start working on a poll. That'll get people's attention. Yeah, start making some changes. You have some tough decisions because apparently this is something that only you can handle. So your spirit guides are letting you know you need to take control of your situation. The Wheel of Fortune is a twist of fate. Who's holding that wheel? Okay. Yes, I know. Many times we say, Jesus, take the wheel, right? No, they're trying to get your attention. This is divine spirit going, listen to me. You need to take some action. Okay. You've got some tough decisions to make. You want to stay where you're at, or do you want to make changes? So they're kind of tied into the last question. King of Wands. There you go. You can start working the pole. No. This is about you have to take actions. They cannot make you. They will not interfere with your free will, but you have to decide, what do I want to do with myself? Like I said, you don't have to make great big plans. You could do baby steps. But the base card is interesting in this because it's a parade. It's put yourself out there. Look at me. Look at me. All right. That's not allowing your ego to get in there. It just means you will win and be successful if you can let people see you and hear you. All right. You need to ask for help. There is nothing wrong with asking for help, or maybe it's just in the form of, hey, what's going on? What's new with you? Talk to people. It could be a chat room other than this one. Other chat rooms, it could be, they have special support boards if you're going through something in particular and you need a support group. There's lots of things out there. This communication day and age with technology, you can just use your discernment, of course. You don't want to deal with crazies. We're crazy enough. So make that a personal decision for you, but you're the only one that can take control and put yourself out there. Okay. Isn't redirected interference of free will, though? It depends on what God's plan is. God's going to do what he's going to do regardless of what you do. So it could seem like an interference, but he got free will too. He could change the whole kit and caboodle. He just doesn't want robots. Remember how we talked earlier about, I got plans. God, this is what we're going to do. And he's laughing, going, no, you're not. We had free will to still do those things. We just couldn't do them because God has the opportunity to go, I got something better for you. So he will close doors. He will shut windows. He will nail them shut and go, no, you're not. I have something better for you. You could argue, well, that took away my options. He didn't take away your options. He's just trying to steer you for your benefit. He's not going to hurt you. So I will take his redirection. I like it. I might throw a few fits along the way and, have tantrums, but it's all right. And lying to human, it's not a lie. God can't lie. Evil, it doesn't matter. If you're an ET, you're an angel, you can be any form, you can be an animal. Everyone has free will. Everyone. God knew when the angels would fall. He knew, and he prepared for it. You never make plans again with free will. I'll go organic. Just go with the flow. That's what I've learned. Whatever you want me to do. But you can't just sit back and do nothing. I just ask him, steer me where you want me to go. And he does. But you got to communicate. All right. Let's check our coffees real quick. We'll get back to our stars. All right. Miss Charlotte. I have the M, the X, and the M. The M and the X and the crescent moon on my palms. Oh, yeah. The little markings with your lines. Yeah. Am I meeting others online? Any insights and messages, please? Okay. They are great indications of your spiritual abilities, your past, all kinds of stuff. I know some of the stuff. I'm not a palm reader by any means, but I know some of them. They're good indications. I think almost all or most of people in this community have those. So, meeting others online, any insights and messages. It keeps you with like-minded people. The awakening has done that. It's not like I walk up to a stranger in a grocery store and say, let me see your palm. I want to see if you're one of us. Nah. Finding the communities that are willing to talk about some things that we just never paid attention to before. Roman, don't go down the negative talk now. Remember, that energy gets put out there and it will return to you. Remember, stay positive. You are blessed to have that van, and it's not just nothing. You have a beautiful friend in Joe and the ability to be with him. So stay positive with the language, okay? You don't have to. You could stay negative, but I hate to tell you, it's going to come back to bite you in the arse. Yeah, keep exploring, Miss Charlotte, but be patient. It takes a while to find people that you really resonate with. I've kind of joked about it, but it's actually kind of true. A lot of the people in our community have always been the black sheep of their families. That's a term that it's an endearing, loving term. We've always stood out with our families, our friends, and something never felt right. And then all of a sudden we kind of woke up one day and realized, oh, you too. Okay. Yeah. Keep searching and looking to extend your family, but be patient. This is a process to really find people that resonate with you. They're really encouraging you in the galactic community. So a lot of if you go to Ishmael's page and start talking to a lot of people there, because they're heavily into the galactic, these are good places where you can meet people that are very, very into the same kind of thing you are. And just make sure that you use your discernment, because remember, this is about trust. Okay? And take an action. Yep. So focus on what you want, but it seems to be leaning more towards who can offer the healing. The star card is also about healing. So, because you want to be in a community it's positive, it's upbeat, it's encouraging. If there's negativity in there, doom and gloom, you don't want that. So make sure it's like-minded individuals, just like this one. It just may lean more towards the ET side. Okay. He got pissy last night. Let him get pissy. Let him. He's entitled. Just back off. Let him do it. Maybe he's going through something else. Where are we now? Colleen, how's this one? Mark is suffering from a lot of anxiety and paranoia and says his nerves are shot. Is he going to be okay? Okay. You don't want to tell me who Mark is, but we send Mark prayers. Whew, ringing. I wonder if this is an awakening for Mark. A lot of times stuff starts happening to us to get our attention. He holds on to too much stuff. God's making moves in him. He just doesn't see it. He needs to learn to release stuff. He holds on to it. Like he clings on to every little thing that he can. This is why his nerves are shot. This is about teaching people to let go, let God. Why do I say that? It's because he comes into it. God's shining a light on him right now, trying to get him pray, talk to me, talk to the higher authority. Hard to do when I'm not saying Mark's an atheist or agnostic or whatever, but God will fight for you to the very, very end. Just trying to get him to wake up and realize he goes from this to let me move this question. He goes from holding everything in, God getting his attention, and the Ace of Cups. God loves him. Ace of Cups is overflowing. He needs to release. He needs to let go. This is the worry and anxiety. He has to learn to emotionally distance himself from things, put up boundaries. Until he learns to do that, some people have to break. Maybe we call that rock bottom, but some people just have to break, and in the aspect of it's too much. And maybe it requires a tantrum. I'm done. I'm out. Not in unaliving themselves. Just needs to take a break. Keep the encouragement with family and friends on the positive note. Do positive things. But this is a personal move that Mark's going to have to make. He's going to have to release that. Holds on to way too much. Okay. I mean, it's real easy for us who know how to deal with it spiritually to go, don't worry about it. Like, easy for you to say. Eventually, you get to the point where, well, what are you going to do about it? Worrying about it don't solve nothing. You just learn to go with it. Miss Charlene, maybe we get a collective reading for the week. All right. Let's do it. Collective reading for the week. Wings wants me to change the deck. Aren't we spatial? Okay. He looks at the negative. Yeah. One of them hard lessons. Carlene, it's a hard lesson until he learns that positivity gets results the way you want them. He may have to break. I always taught my kids that if you're around negative people, you be the positive. Do they call it kill it with kindness? Always be upbeat. It doesn't mean you can't have a bad day. We are human. And they're like, I don't know what you're smoking, but I want some of it. They will pay attention. It's contagious. Now, let's see where the collective's going to be for the rest of this week. We're going to be positive, aren't we? Wow. We're going to take the negativity. We already start out with a 5 of Cups, and that is sad, depressed. I don't want to. That means we're going to take all those in our community. We're going to wrap our arms around them. We're going to send them living energy. The King of Pentacles is being head honcho about having stability. All right. That means we've got some rocky people that are in. It's okay. You have permission to be negative sometimes. We go through roller coasters. Just don't stay that way. That's the important part. So the rest of us will carry the energy until you get your shit together. Okay. Moving out of troubled waters. It's going to get better. I think a lot of we've got solar flares, we've got energies from the past full moon, a lot of different things going on right now. Things are going too slow for our taste in some aspects, probably financially. Holidays are a hard time. 6 of good cheer. We got lots of 6s in here. I don't look at 6s as negative. This is giving and receiving good memories. Looky there. There's your lover's card. Lots of love, energy. It's more about vibration. Let's bring those that are sad up. And another 6 of pentacles, giving and receiving. Let's boost our vibration and energy up for those that we love. A lot of sadness. Your base card is that disappointment. 'Tis the season. I try to look at it like, if you're in this long-term depressive state, but you don't like the enemy, why are you allowing the enemy to win? You are giving them the loosh that they love. Let's piss them off and do the opposite. Let's find something to raise our spirits. We warriors will hold the line. That's what we're here for. But we hope that you can learn to carry your share. Every link in the chain is important. Okay? All right. Colleen's got this one. Can I please get a message from my Lyran guides? Or Lyran. Lyran's here. You want this one? Okay. Sure. All right. Let's see. Are you in communication back and forth? They try to get your attention, then you try to get their attention. Is this back and forth, back and forth? Because this says that they're coming to see you. All right. Now, in this Yuletide deck, this is called the list. You're on a list. It's judgment. And that just means movement, trying to look up here. I'm trying to pay attention to you. And you're also doing the same thing. But this is back and forth. The 8 of Wands is everything's in alignment and going well, but it's movement. This is loving relationship. Okay. Partnership. You all have already subconsciously in another realm made an agreement of how you will communicate back and forth to each other. Continue on your mission. So the Lyrans is the Knight of Swords. That is, you have a mission to do. Stay on it. They are your divine protectors. That's divine protection. When it gets hard, they are there for you. Watch your dream state. Yeah. Try not to get too distracted. Also watch your dream state. And the divine creator is coming in here. They're more apt to show their energy when you're by yourself as well. Hold the line. You guys have already come up with a plan. It's already happened in the past. You're doing your job. They're doing their job. Nothing out of whack here. They're just letting you know. We just talked about this and you just don't remember it. When you're alone, when the Hermit card comes in there, it's a good indication that they're more apt to communicate with you when there's no other distractions. Okay. Let's see. Terry, will my Jeep be fixed this week? Well, let's see if the Divine Creator has made his point. You were supposed to not have it, but let's see. It was interesting that while I'm shuffling here for Terry, when Lee's truck broke down, we thought it was the starter. It turns out it's not the starter. And I'm like, he knows what it is. Cost $25. We just went with the flow. We just said, park it. It's cheaper just to run my car. We couldn't understand, and we always thought, well, this is the worst thing that could happen. And then Lee and I just kind of looked at each other and screw it. Let it sit there. Who cares? And then we realized it was a cheap fix, and we're like, we have no desire to fix it. Let it sit there. There's a reason everything happens. Is this Jeep going to be fixed this week? Okay. This is you being left out in the cold. You're without. All right. Are you getting your rides or transportation by other friends and family? Just curious. You don't have to answer. Because this is celebration, so this is a good indication, but you're going to have to wait just a little longer. So if there's patience, it's more towards later in the week, almost the weekend. Yeah, this is going to take a while. There's the death card. This is a slow process. It will. They will call you about it. Candy canes in this are swords. They will communicate with you. Keep communication open. There is a reason, Terry, that you are without this Jeep. Because you have a celebration card with other people. And this is to make you 9 of Cups is a different perspective. Don't you love how they work on us? Yeah. You have to be patient. This week, yeah, but it's going to be way later in the week. Having to depend on others. Apparently, there's a reason for this because you're supposed to kind of enjoy this time with the others. And Jerry's like, I want my damn Jeep back. I don't want to be around people. Okay, I get it. But there's a reason you're supposed to be around them. It's up to you to figure out what it is. You're your own mechanic with the X. Well, it's going to be based on his schedule and everything, but it'll be later. Take this time, figure out, make it your mission. So Terry has homework. She has to get an anniversary card for her boss, and she has to figure out why she's supposed to interact with these other people. Mm-hmm. Hi, Cecilia. How are you, honey? You got you a man yet? All right. Sunshine. Multiple waves through Nevada this weekend. Was it earthquakes or on the surface? Okay. Could be man-made. Let's see. No, man. It's getting old. We could translate that you just want an old man. Just saying. What is going on with Nevada? Is this earthquake like natural, man-made, cleaning up crap? The majority of the dumps have been cleaned up. Oh, wow. Expect more. This is all natural. This is Gaia. I asked this, is this natural? You have 2 aces. Yes. There will be more. There's more coming in a matter of time. Okay. This is 2. This is give it time. It's going to scare a lot of people. Okay. God works with Gaia and they work together. This can cause fear. A lot of people can have fear, but this is to get people to lean on their faith. This is about faith. What do they believe in? Okay. And learning patience. Oh, lovely, because we don't have enough of that. And balance. This is Gaia. And I tell you, with these solar flares and bursts or burps and farts and all the stuff that she's doing or he's doing, it's only going to increase. Wow. Interesting on the base card. 7 of Wands is the recommendation. Hold your ground. While the ground is shaking underneath of you, you maintain your frequency to help work with Gaia. Let her purge. Let her do her thing. Remember, we have upper ley lines, lower ley lines. We're converging. We're coming together. We're rebalancing. So as she purges, let's hold the line for Gaia. She's always holding it for us. This is all natural. I didn't get any interference from military at all. That this was not man-made. Wow. All right. Old men are mean. I'm married to one. I don't let him be mean. I'll thump him. Brother Roy, could you please provide a message from Spirit for you? All righty. All right. Roy, you think patience is going to come back into this reading? Maybe. Okay. Now. Well, it wasn't patience. Listen. Okay. So you have your Wheel of Fortune. Okay. This is destiny. It's topsy-turvy. Could go either way. Learn to take control as much as you can. You can only control what's in your control. Other than that, you got to go with the flow. It's called fate. 6 of Pentacles, that's your RV. We all know that that's what you're waiting on, giving and receiving. Giving and receiving energetically as well. Always think positive, but when it doesn't, this is why we don't like dates and times and all that stuff. Because it lowers the frequency when the expectation doesn't come through. This is depression. All right. Avoid the negativity. Well, I need it to happen and I need it to happen yesterday. I get it, but it's not. We cannot lower our energy. Good things will happen. This is a recommendation of put it down and walk away from it. Okay, let me make this make sense. So find something else to focus on. When we get so wrapped up into looking at intel and dates and when is it going to be, could it be this way? We just keep hounding the same thing. Spirit and universe get irritated If you could walk away, set it down, and leave it alone and find something else to focus on, that's kind of what they're encouraging you to do. If it's bothering you that much, walk away. Okay? Yep. Set it and forget it kind of thing. All right. We're almost done. Let me refresh our coffees. All right. Jojo McWill. Did the dream I had last night verify I protected or saved Freya in a past life? And did I have the ability to use my voice as a sound frequency weapon? Oh, how cool would that be? All right, let's see. We're checking on the relationship with you and Freya from a past life. We'll do that first, and then we're going to see. Why does that remind me of some kind of movie or show or something when somebody had the ability to do that? Like they could scream and frequency would make things fall. I don't know why I'm thinking of maybe that was in a movie or something. But it's good representation that it's real. Aw. Freya was your child. Wow. Aw. Freya was your child. This is family. Okay. Something. She died. Yep. Wow. So you've come back around, changed your position. Did you have this ability? It's almost you did because you have, if there's fear or concern or worry, something upsets you emotionally, because the Queen of Cups and then you have the Two of Swords in there. So if something would upset you, kind of push you over the edge, you would kind of lose your shit. And this scream produces this absolutely destructive sound. It can be healing when it's positive, but this is more of a destruction. For like when you get yourself into trouble, it gets you out of trouble. Wow. Okay. You'd use this strategically. Yeah. You would hold it in until you absolutely needed it. And you would use it strategically. All right. Okay. I don't get that you were the only one, because this is someone else in the community. So there's, I don't know if you'd call it a group, a certain group of people had this ability, spiritual gift. Wow. Okay. Try it now. If somebody makes you mad. Just curious. No, don't, because they'll send you to the loony bin. Joe Petrie. Does Samuel, my newest god, like his name? Well, Joe, you just say, tough titties, you're going to like it. That's what I named you. I'm kidding. All right. I swear, Joe McWill, that is something from a movie. I don't know what it is, but it's like there's a show or a movie where somebody had this screaming ability to, like, they would cover their ears and drop. They couldn't handle the frequency. And you know what they say? They put real truth in entertainment. You just have to kind of figure it out. All right. Joe Petrie. Does Samuel like his name? Very much. That's sweet. It's an honor. Yeah. Actually, quite excited. That's the Page of Cups. Like, woohoo! Something about communication here. This just makes you, it makes it easier for you to communicate with Samuel to say, like, because we have so many different guides and spirits that are constantly coming and going. It just makes it easier for you to be more specific. If you want him in particular, he can come faster. Not that they don't intuitively know. So this is intuitively for the future. This makes it much, much easier if you get in a tight position of not knowing what to do. You have a name now. So Samuel's very honored. Oh, that is so sweet. It's almost like he feels like one of the others. The Three of Pentacles is feeling like a part of a community. Like he blends, if that makes sense. This is almost like a mama bear, like naming a new baby. That's kind of an experience it is. Yeah. He's very pleased that he's like looking at all the benefits. This is going to make it so much easier for us to communicate. So yeah, Samuel's very honored and pleased. Okay. Y'all talking about apps. Will you stop shaking this desk? What's the matter with you? Liren, stop, or I'm going to put you down. Okay. Nope. Down. Yes, I can be mean. I can be meaner. All right. Miss Bonita has the next one. What does Spirit want me to know for this coming week? Well, let's see. Yeah, he's part of your posse, JoJo. Mm-hmm. Bonita, how's your week going to go? I hope you're not driving in this weather. Especially you're cross country. Do you have to drive through this stuff? Ugh. I'm not leaving my house. I don't have to. Okay. Anita, this is about your spirituality, enlightenment, leaning more on the positive, the faith to allow you to make success and decisions. All right. These are cycles, completions coming to an end. A lot has to do with family. This is family happiness. Okay. But there's something in here throwing this reading off for the week. And it could be tied to financial. But it's almost like it's not for you financial. It's like for somebody else. Six of Pentacles is giving and receiving. It could be you would like to be able to make purchases for other people. You just can't do it right now. That you've just learned not to overextend yourself financially, and it's just not possible. It's almost like you may be thinking about Christmas coming up. My eye itches so bad. Christmas coming up and go, maybe you were able to purchase a lot of stuff in the past, just not able to do it. And that's okay. Have those reservations and stick to them. This is about patience and balance, that things will get better. So when those thoughts creep into your head this week of, man, Christmas is coming up, I wish I could do what I used to do. Spirit's like, you will. Just give it time. But this is a slow rollout. This is the death. Okay. Things are changing. I think the new world is going to allow us to understand not to be so commercialized and materialistic and be able to focus more on things that we truly need. Love, support. If we've got food and clothes, we're happy. This world is changing. Okay. So this week, I don't get anything negative, but if you start to think about all the things that used to be, just know that the world is changing. We're going through a new phase. Don't put pressure on yourself to keep up with something you used to do. All right. Miss Mary. Did I get a message from Spirit? All right. Yep. And then I've got Miss Charlene, and then Mary has the last one. So I always try to let people know about 5 minutes out. I'm getting ready to close. So if you need to get a coffee question in there, throw it in there now. All right, Miss Mary. What does Spirit wants you to know? Are you going to get the Be Patient card too? Or are we thumping your son? Just curious. Wow. Miss Mary, this is about emotions. Okay. This might have something tied in with Ty and finding him a home. Realizing that the loss is positive, if that makes sense. If you've changed your perspective. It was really, really hard emotionally because you were more attached to him than you realized. But Spirit's acknowledging that you are taking control. The choice was yours. Do I stay sad and depressed, or do I see the sunny side of things? That's the sun, the bright side, the beautiful side of things. This is all about learning to change your perspective, not a dude hanging from a tree in his underwear. This is about perspective. I see it from a different point of view. Things that hurt us all of a sudden, if we just stop and realize that it's for our benefit. Spirit's acknowledging that you have learned these traits. That is beautiful. And now you can teach others. Reflect on the memories. Six of Cups is about having memories, making memories. You did what you were supposed to do. How beautiful is that? And I get the feeling that you might be in communication with the kids that took him in, because this is communication and children. And knowing, look at this. This is beautiful. Knowing that you gave a beautiful gift and you're more abundant for it. Good for you, Miss Mary. It was for the best. Tears all weekend. It's okay. But you changed your perspective. You got it out of your system, and you were more than welcome to do that. You're entitled to that. You can have feelings. Yeah. And it may come in waves and hit you again. That's okay. But at the end of the day, you know it was the right thing to do. Spirit's recognizing your growth spiritually, which is beautiful. Ms. Charlene, what will be the biggest shocker to humanity during the first few months of 2026? Ooh, biggin. Anything Spirit may like to let us in on? Probably not. They like leaving us out, but we'll do our best to ask. Biggest shocker to humanity? Wings is saying depends on what side of the fence you're on. It's really going to depend. Some it's going to be spiritual. Some it's going to be physical. Let's see. Biggest shockers. Wow. Gaia's got a lot to do with this. Community, love, compassion. Guess it's going to be needed. Smoke and mirrors. There's something about the veil here. Let's start with Gaia. All right. So this is Mama Gaia. I pulled the Lover's card. Now, this is loving energy, but they're very focused. My vision's going straight to something about a volcano, an eruptions, an explosion, a shock. Something is going to happen. A lot of divine feminine energy in here. Intuition. Who's trustworthy? Who's not? Who's been pulling the smoke over our eyes kind of thing. Working with communities. Something new is coming. This is the Page of Wands, and this is new beginnings, but he's looking up. Let's look up. There's something that might come from the heavens that might shock us. And then, of course, we have the political scene. And this has been a work in progress. We have financial. The financial is going to be a huge thing. They've been working on this for quite a while. So we'll have a financial shock. We'll have a political shock because there's going to be lots of arrests. So we're all over the place. And it looks like we're just going to be bombarded from all ends. Financial shock, political shock, people going to prison. Look up. It could be Three-Eye Atlas. Could be spiritual. Maybe God will just appear. Angels will appear. We don't know. It's a little bit of everything, and it seems like it's all going to happen at one time. It's not narrowing it down to one particular shock. Let's just do it all. Okay. And one of the reasons Wings was saying it depends on what side of the fence you are, because for a lot of us, it's going to be like relief, loving energy. There's that the Lover's card in there. Loving energy, keeping our frequency high. The other side of the fence, we have a death card and fighting, people being taken down. So it's like pick a side. It's going to make the negative and the dark lose their shit. And it's going to make the light and the high vibration see all the beautiful things come to manifestation. I like it. Put on the full armor. That's right. Armor up. So it didn't narrow it down to just one thing. All right. I'm refreshing the coffee page, and then we are going to end on Miss Mary. Is Ty happy at his new home? I don't know, but you can come get this one.
You lay down. Don't yell at me.
Sass. All right. Is Ty happy? I picked the light side too. I think it could be that we're so overwhelmed that there's so much going on, we don't really know how to keep up with it. But that's okay. Oh, yes. Okay, so this is Mary. Ty's doing fine. He's getting better. There's your moving out of troubled waters. And he's being coaxed by loving words here. This is protection. He still tends to hide a little bit when he goes to sleep. Like, I don't trust you people quite yet when I'm trying to sleep. But he's working on it. And the kids are great about this. This is loving gestures, giving him little treats, little toys, little something to kind of coax him out. This is loving relationship. He's doing fine. Strong, yes. Still a little bit of fear. That's why he goes into hiding when he's most vulnerable, sleeping. But he's doing great. He has it a little bit in his head that they stole him. Like, where's my mom? But we knew that this was going to, when we first looked into it last week, this was going to be a slow transition for Ty, but he's getting better. That Eight of Pentacles says it'll get better a little bit each day. But the family is doing the little lovey drops here and there. They're not forcing it. They're giving him his space. He's doing just fine. It just takes time. Okay? It takes us. Will you stop shaking the desk? Oh my gosh. All right. I'm going to go deal with Itchy over here. And I'll let you guys go. I've got readings this afternoon, readings all day tomorrow, show back here on Wednesday. So have your questions. In the meantime, y'all have a blessed evening and a blessed Tuesday. Okay? All right. Behave yourself. Stay out of jail. I love you. All right, guys. I'll see you on Telegram or around. If you need me, use the copy page. It'll ping me. I answer them as they come in. I've been doing that for a little bit of everything. And the Christmas sale is still going on because people are trying to stagger paychecks because of the holidays. And I understand. I respect that. All right, guys. I love you. I'll see some of you later tomorrow and some of you on Wednesday. Bye.